The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Richardson out of the shotgun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Richardson looking to throw this. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. Back to throw. Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. That's complete right side to Komet. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Tyrell Dotson there on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Operating from the gun, Johnson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Oh, fighting off the defender. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Nah, dude, niggas ain't got no other game to play. That was what? 2K is what? 2K is worse.
You can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do,
have you?
That may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time.
Hold on, wait. I gotta ask a question. Who is talking right now? I don't know who's talking. Who is this? Okay. How long have you been playing 2K for? Oh, okay. You gotta go back towards like. You gotta go back to. No. See. See now look. Hold on, wait, look. Those fossils that are
to a short gain.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Richardson working from the gun. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So consecutive
Okay, so
interceptions
I'm
here
talking
early on in
about
this
all the
one.
way back to
Maybe setting the
2K15. I
tone,
don't know.
Charles, for a game
I'm
where the
not.
defense
I
really
was born
takes center
99.
stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are
I was
really
born
changing a
99.
bit from
So
their coaching staff
well, they
about
talking about
avoiding these
Dreamcast.
turnovers that
I'm
we've seen
not.
early?
Yeah, but
I think both teams are
I was
trying
a
to find an
2K
advantage.
fanatic.
We know
Like,
that.
run it
Can
up.
one of them break away
Come
and
on
take
now.
control of this game?
I can make a call right now. Come on now.
From the 34 now, here's first and
Anybody
10.
talking?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Flag on who? Pass interference?
The flag in the back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Passing. Let's go.
Well, Charles, sometimes
Oh, no, boy. Hey, me and my cousins used to run a twos quarter 20-plus streak. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Me and the homies got our own little private, what's it called, going? Little private park going. Oh, man. That would be the best nights. I made me a big always. I love making me a big.
Now on first down, he'll drop to
Like the game?
over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
I was going to say 15, 16. 15 was they first introduced it and everything, I believe. Or was it 13? Yeah, so 15 when it had those three only parks, those like Sunset and all the other parks, that was the best in my opinion.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Here's third and a few inches. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Nothing on first down. So
I ain't about 2K. I mean, I think the last 2K I really bought. I actually bought and played was like 2K20.
A run up the middle with Irving.
Bro, what are you? No, why you run backwards?
Behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Johnson going to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
What a fucking pass, boy. Let's go. Come on.
9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
What a
Touchdowns
pocket.
on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Hey, boy, that kilo be smacking, boy. I don't know if I'm using that right now, boy.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Richardson. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back to throw now on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now the try here for the extra point. And oh, it's wide right. No good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 yards to go, second down. Operating from the gun, Johnson. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. He's past the 30. Past midfield, look out. And he will be out of bounds. So no touchdown on the missed field goal return here. And on that wild note, we will come to an end here in the first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half,
How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Richardson. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. In motion goes the tight end. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Richardson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd
That's
down.
what 2K15 right there, boy. I remember that song, boy.
Going into a little bit of traffic, maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Watch the zig routes. Watch the zig route.
And here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll
he got me.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. That one goes for 8 yards.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Back to throw. Richardson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Richardson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage. and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
You trying to get motherfuckers join that league with legends? I don't know.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And this one is right through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Powering his way forward. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46. .66 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He lets one go deep for Addison. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jordan Addison with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Richardson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Back to throw. Johnson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Tyrell Dodson from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Hands it off out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. In motion is McKenzie. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at the 2. And they'll make sure he's touched down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis.
That's garbage. Who wants my jersey? Watching paint dry.
Second down and 8. From his own end zone, it's Richardson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Richardson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that this offense so far, they've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into
Hospital.
it because they were there to help break that
AJ
pass
Richardson, ankle sprain. Let's go. Come on. Is he finna quit? Is he meant to quit?
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A tone setter on defense. They pick off the first pass. I had to look down, but yeah, no interceptions last week, so they made up for lost time.
Boy, did they ever. And when you pick off the first pass of the game, you talk about a tone setter. Now your whole entire defense is thinking, okay, when do we get our next one? Can't wait to get back out on the field and get after him.
They go play action here on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he'll go down at the 28. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Johnson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Colts are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Pickett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Damn. Snitch. Snitch. We got 2. Snitch. He said, I ain't gonna talk about you in the chat now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What up, short little man?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. A gain of 3, 2nd
What up, man?
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up.
I sound like an OG at work. They be get on their nerves.
Staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Trying to be nice now. Look.
He'll look to throw it.
Ah, come on. Go to the hospital.
Pickett sets up play action.
That's my fault. That's my fault. I'm fucking around. Come on, watch it.
Before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible. I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18.
Yeah.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Go Towns. Let's go. For the game.